welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. We are going to be discussing all of Scorpio's turnoffs and icks and anything else, okay? So I'm really excited about today's video because I have to be really honest with you guys. I get a lot of questions from many different ladies from different zodiac signs that want to know how to get back into the good graces of a Scorpio man, or they want to know how to deal with the Scorpio that goes quiet on them. I can't tell you how many times I've had ladies and even some gentlemen reach out to me to ask me that question. I think a lot of people, the general consensus out there is that Scorpios are very difficult to read. So I'm going to just go ahead and jump into this, and I'll check the chat real quick before I do, because I've got to say hello to my dragon coven. See who we have rocking in the chat before I get into this. King Capri, hello. D, hello D. How are you guys doing? Yay! So we have, yeah. All right. So this is exciting. I hope you guys brought your questions. So also, before I jump into this and give you my perspective on what turns Scorpios plumb off, I want to make a couple just real quick announcements. I want to let you guys all know that I might be starting to go live once a week to discuss manifesting, even I think maybe get into some, not only just manifesting, but using your astrology sign to create the reality you would like to create. I might even go into talking about like relationships and like some of the tools that you could equip yourself with to have a much better relationship with your significant other. I'm just pondering that idea. So that means I would be going live 4 times during a week. And so I've been tossing that around, and I just want to get your input. Do you think that that would be something you would be interested in? And also for all the Scorpios here and non-Scorpios and new folks, I want to let you know I do have 2 very deep, vital playlists that talk solely about Scorpios. I actually do go very deep into my videos, and I have a playlist that's called the Scorpio Codex, and I have the first playlist that I created for Scorpio is the Scorpio Book of Shadows. And if you really want to know how to really navigate a relationship with a Scorpio, get into more of the psychology of how a Scorpio thinks and behaves. And like I said, I go deep into my videos. I don't like skim the surface like a lot of astrologers or so-called astrologers out there, where they just like give basic information. I like to go into the reason behind the reason behind the reason and get to the root of it all. Okay. So like I bring my shovel and I dig deep. So anyways, just thought I'd put it out there for you, for anybody who wants to really get a much clearer picture of how Scorpios operate. Okay. And also you can learn what to say to them and what not to say to them. I do have videos on that too. So if you just check out those playlists, you will actually learn a lot about Scorpios. Plus, if you chime in, every Sunday is totally dedicated to Scorpios, period. Sunday is Scorpio day. So, and then usually I go live like on Thursdays and Saturday and Sunday. Saturdays are usually designated for a different zodiac sign. Thursdays, usually I do a different zodiac sign. But sometimes I do double Scorpios in one week. It just depends on what kind of feedback I get from you guys. So anyways, I want to check the chat one last time, and then we are going to dive deep into today's video. Okay, we have Miriam. Hello, hello, lady. How are you? Thanks for doing my request. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was you. Definitely. Yes, absolutely. We want to get into this because, you know, you can learn not only just from me, but you can learn from the other Scorpios in the chat because you guys can interact with each other. So I think this is really a valuable live stream because, oh my gosh, like I was just saying, so many people want to know how to navigate a Scorpio relationship, or how to get back into sync with a Scorpio, or be accepted back into their inner sanctum. So yeah, Miriam, I've got you covered. I got your back. I recently started, okay, so Miriam says, I recently started detaching from a Scorpio. The connection is just too painful. He's trying to keep the connection, though I'm just overwhelmed. Yeah, I don't blame you there. You know, sometimes you just have to say enough is enough. I'm choosing me. I'm choosing me. And if this particular Scorpio is not evolved, they're literally going to suck you dry. Yeah, they'll just string you along. So we have Christina. Hello, Christina. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get into this. And before I do, you guys, I have to take a drink because my throat gets so dry. I've just got to prepare now. I'm going to do a little juice. Oh, it's a little tangy. And a little water. Okay. And just so you guys know, I do not drink alcohol. I don't do alcohol. I don't do drugs or anything like that. But I definitely love my water and my juice. I took some olive oil and fish oil before I started. So hopefully I'm lubed up and we'll be able to get through this unscathed without choking in my throat. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. And if you have questions, I will go ahead and take all your questions at the end of this, and please put them in all caps for me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. So we're investigating like one of the most talked about topics in astrology. This is no joke. And that is going to be all about Scorpio's biggest turnoffs. We will be like investigating everything that literally turns a Scorpio off emotionally, romantically, sexually, and spiritually. Because let's just be honest here, you guys. When a Scorpio gets the ick, it is not a minor inconvenience. It usually means it's the end of an entire chapter. So you see, a Scorpio is one of the most misunderstood signs in all of astrology because people often focus on their intensity and their mystery and passion. And very few people like understand what actually causes a Scorpio to like shut down and lose complete interest. So to understand that, we have to rewind and go all the way back to ancient esoteric astrology roots. So I want you to check this out with me. In ancient mystery schools, Scorpio was associated with death, rebirth, transformation, hidden knowledge, initiation, and the underworld. And Scorpio was never designed to live like on the surface of life. This sign was created to see beneath the masks, expose hidden motives, and uncover truth. That is why they are that is one of like the biggest turnoffs for a Scorpio is like fake behavior. Scorpios can handle ugly truth, but they cannot handle uncomfortable, lies. So anyways, what they cannot tolerate is like fake truth. They can literally tell, like if someone could tell a Scorpio they literally started a fire in the kitchen and you know what, and burnt their whole entire house down, and a Scorpio will just laugh at them and appreciate their honesty. But like if you smile in a Scorpio's face while secretly plotting nonsense behind their back, Scorpios will most likely start acting like they're an investigator in a crime TV series. So you see, traditionally, Scorpio was ruled by Mars, the planet of instinct and courage and survival. But in modern astrology, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the planet of secrets and transformation, and of course, psychological depth. Mars energies give them like sharp instincts, and Pluto gives them like X-ray vision into like human behavior. And this is why so many Scorpios seem to appear to be psychic. And have you ever noticed how a Scorpio asks one random question and like somehow uncovers a secret nobody knew existed? Now, a friend can say, "How was your weekend?" And Scorpio will say something like, "Oh, it was fine." And then their friend says, "Well, why did you pause for like 3 seconds before answering?" And their friend might just like suddenly start sweating because, get this, Scorpio notices everything. Another massive Scorpio turnoff is betrayal. Not just romantic betrayal, friendship betrayal is included, family betrayal, and even business betrayal, loyalty violations of like any kind. And ancient astrologers viewed Scorpio as like one of the most loyal signs. Once trust was earned. The reason betrayal hurts a Scorpio so deeply is because trust is incredibly expensive for Scorpio. They do not hand it out freely. They do not give everyone access to their inner world. Heck no. When a Scorpio trusts you, it is like they have handed you the keys to a highly secured vault. You earned access. So when someone betrays that trust, Scorpio does not simply feel disappointed. They feel like a sacred contract has been totally violated. Another thing that instantly turns a Scorpio off is shallowness. You see, most Scorpios are naturally interested in psychology and motivation and transformation and even human behavior. They want to know what drives people. They want to know what keeps you awake at night. They really want to know all your fears, your dreams, your secrets, and your passions. Meanwhile, if a Scorpio sees someone they're interested in, spending like 45 minutes like talking about celebrity gossip and like what somebody wore to a party, well, you can bet a Scorpio will stay there with you physically, but mentally they will totally have already left the building because their body will remain in the conversation, of course, while their soul quietly exits through the nearest emergency door. And that is so true with Scorpios. Now let's talk about romantic and sexual turnoffs, because this is where Scorpio literally becomes legendary. One of the biggest myths about Scorpio is that they only care about physical attraction and they just want to hump all the time. And I can honestly say that is completely false news. Most evolved Scorpios crave emotional intimacy far more than physical intimacy. Physical attraction without emotional depth feels empty to them, okay? This goes back to Pluto energy, because you see, Pluto governs merging and bonding, transformation, and soul level connections. And Scorpio does not want a connection that feels like casual. They want a connection that feels meaningful. They want to feel emotionally connected before anything else. And this is why emotional dishonesty is such a huge turnoff. If someone refuses vulnerability and all that sort of thing, I mean, Scorpio just will slowly lose interest if people are shallow, okay? They usually will not like announce it outright. Like Scorpio will oftentimes not slam a door, but another major Scorpio turnoff is like manipulation. The funny thing is that Scorpios usually recognize manipulation because they understand psychology really well. So trying to manipulate a Scorpio is like trying to sell fake diamonds to a jeweler. They immediately see the flaws, and then someone can say, "Oh, I'm trying to guilt trip you," but best believe a Scorpio will immediately think to themselves, interesting. Like, I see how you move now. And why does this feel like, you're trying to guilt trip me? And then that other person might say something like, well, trust me. And Scorpio is like immediately wondering why those words were even necessary to begin with. So another huge turnoff is like inconsistency. Scorpios respect emotional stability and consistency. So if anyone like adores them on Monday and then ignores them on Tuesday and then wants attention on Wednesday and then like disappears on Thursday, but then they come back around full circle on Friday acting confused, well, a Scorpio will just most definitely start losing respect for you or for that person who did that. And get this, Scorpio's reaction is usually just simple. It's meaning like access to them will be denied. The gates will just be closed. The drawbridge will just literally be raised and the dragons will be released. And honestly, good luck getting back inside their inner sanctum, because like another thing that turns Scorpios off instantly is disrespect. They can forgive mistakes, no problem. They can forgive like misunderstandings, but I'm going to be blatantly transparent with y'all. Repeated disrespect is much harder for them to forgive. You see, in ancient astrology, like the Scorpio energy is connected to like personal power and dignity. They can handle disagreements, no problem, but they struggle with like contempt. So in other words, the moment someone like repeatedly disrespects them, the emotional temperature drops dramatically within their soul. And sometimes if you listen like really closely, you can practically hear the freezer turning on inside of them. And this is how they get the name freezer from, well, because, Scorpios can, or they will just ice you out. And it's pretty frightening. So many Scorpios just will become quieter, not louder. And if you know Scorpio energy, silence is often much more dangerous than yelling, right? Another surprising turnoff for Scorpio is like weak character. Notice I did not say vulnerability. Scorpios actually admire vulnerability. Weak character means a lack of integrity, accountability, honesty, or personal responsibility. So people who constantly blame others for their problems will drive a Scorpio bananas or just flat out crazy, okay? You need to understand that Scorpio is a sign of transformation. So they respect people who are willing to face their own flaws and grow from them. They do not expect perfection from anyone. They expect honesty and accountability. And finally, my Dragon Pups, perhaps the biggest Scorpio turnoff of all, in my opinion, is authenticity. So Scorpios spend their entire life searching for what is real, meaning they need to be surrounded by folks that possess real emotions and depth, real loyalty, real intentions, real friendships, real love, and real truth. So this is why they often appear so intense. They are not interested in counterfeit experiences. They are looking for genuine connections. And when they find authentic people, they become some of the most loyal, protective, passionate, and I have to say, devoted people you will ever meet in your entire lifetime. But when they discover that you've been deceptive, manipulative, betrayed them, or you just have fake behavior, well, the attraction will literally disappear, almost instantly. So if you have ever wondered what truly turns a Scorpio off, it usually is not your appearance. It's not going to be your money status or the fact that you're popular or not. It's going to be about your dishonesty, manipulation, or your fake behavior, okay? They do not like inauthentic behavior. And beneath all of the mystery, intensity, and jokes about Scorpio secretly being psychic, they are ultimately searching for one thing, and that is truth. Once they believe you are genuine, they will stand beside you through almost anything. And that is no joke, you guys. But once they discover you're fake, they may quietly disappear into the shadows without giving you any sort of warning signs. And the craziest part is that they probably knew something was off long before everyone else figured it out. Okay, my awesome dragon coven. What did I miss? Let me know. And I'm going to check out and see who is rocking the chat now. All right. What do we have here? Who do we have rocking in the chat? Let's see here. I think I saw, okay, I got Miriam, I got Christina, I got Rob Smiley. Hello, Rob Smiley. How was your Sunday? Okay, and King Capri says, I sent several posts to my crush. Long story short, she called me a pervert. Oh, wow. Why would she call you a pervert? Oh my God. Okay, I would have to know more details. That's silly. Okay. Rob Smiley, let's see. Emma need to capitalize at S next time. Okay, let's see. We have James, is that James Heingartner? Hello. I'm so excited you're here. Is this your first time here, James? Where are you guys all rocking from today? Are you guys, most of you like located in the United States? I have a couple people that are from Australia that chime in. I'm assuming that most of you guys are like from the United States. We have Lancelot. Hello, Lancelot. It's been a while. I'm so glad you're here. I was just thinking about you. Okay, we have Smiley, the fadeaway is epic. James, yes. Okay, so you guys are awesome. All right, so what do you guys think? You guys want to do me a favor and tell me in the chat, what is your biggest Scorpio turnoff? What is your turnoff? What is something, you can list as many as you want, but at least give me one thing that literally, like if you're interested in a woman or a man, like, and everything seems to be flowing and you guys to be vibing and syncing and all that good stuff is going on, but then they do this one thing and you're just like rethinking everything. Like literally, we would just like stops the attraction dead in its tracks. I mean, seriously. For me, I will give mine first. I will go first. The biggest one for me personally would be anything that has to do with disloyalty. And that can include lying, deceiving, cheating, that sort of thing. Being shady, being deceptive, stabbing me in the back, whatever. You know, I would say just that's very dishonorable. And to me, that's like an umbrella word for like everything. So like if I find out, you know, if I'm dating a guy, I'm real interested in a guy and I find out he's still talking to his ex, or on dating sites or Googling or ogling other women. And I mean, there's certain things like that just turned me off right away, because like for me, I would want someone to be totally obsessed with me and only me. To me, if someone's giving their attention to many different females, that's a total ick turn off. Like, so yeah. You guys let me know, what is your biggest, like, well, just stop the attraction dead in its tracks, even though things might have been vibing really good. And you know what? Getting the answers from all you Scorpios out there, this is really going to help the folks that listen to this video and read the chats, because I am not even joking here. I get so many emails and questions, either in my emails or on my videos, about how women and even Scorpio men are, not Scorpio men and women, I'm sorry, how other zodiac signs are having just having a really difficult time with their connection with the Scorpio woman or man. And so, yes, I can help them and guide them and that sort of thing. But like when people just listen to the video, it's great to have so many of you chime in, and it just gets things going, you know? Like, So let's see if you guys, what is your major turnoff? What, for all the Scorpios out there, what literally turns you off? Psh, dead in the tracks. I mean, just like, okay, let's see here. We have James from Maine. Oh my gosh, James. Awesome. Because you know what? That's one of the few states I haven't been to. And I just know from other people I've spoken with that Maine is gorgeous. And it's my type of atmosphere. I'm going to have to get myself up there someday. And you are a third decan Scorpio, James. Thank you for chiming in. I appreciate that. And Rob Smiley is in Michigan. Awesome. You're in the cold country. That's awesome. You guys are up there north. Awesome. Yeah, see, I love the cold. I love the snow. Yeah, I know Michigan is cold, which is good. Because you can see I'm pale, you guys. Like I did my family tree, and you guys can chime in. Like I did my family, I had my DNA tested because I was engaged to a prince. But anyways, so my family comes from Siberia. You guys know where Siberia is? And look at how pale I am. I'm like a vampire. Anyway, so we got Lancelot. I have been a busy boy. All right, my solo is fun, but my band is live and awesome. So you play in a band is what I'm guessing. That's awesome if you have a band. That's so cool. You probably play the guitar. Let's see, James Gardner. Lion is a big no-no. Okay, so lion is, yeah, see, I'm on board with that. And to me, I know some people like think that lying is just lying and not having integrity, but for me, like if you're lying, you're being disloyal. I mean, you're, I don't know me. I just kind of lump all of that shady shit in together, you guys. I lump it under, I lump it actually to be really brutally transparent with you guys. I lump all of that shady behavior under the word dishonor. Okay. Anyways, that's just me though. That's just me. And we have, oh, is this, Can't Hide. Hello, Can't Hide. Is this your first time here? All of the above. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for chiming in. Let's see here. We have Rob Smiley, Soul Tribe, James, James. I'm just going to call you James. I'm very German. Okay, German. Yeah. I actually have been to Germany. I went to Frankfurt, Germany. I love Germany. Oh my God, the mountains, the beauty, the people were even good. They knew that like straight away I was American, but like, oh my God, the German people were really friendly. And I found a lot of the Germans are like me. They're very pale skinned and blue eyes like me. So I'm like, I felt at home in Germany. Yeah, Siberia is like in the most northern part of the world. It's like literally like the coldest place on earth, literally. So yeah, Russia. I believe it is up there above Russia. Yeah, I mean, it's like you go through, you've got Norway and the Scandinavian, then you got Russia, and then yeah, it's like far north, like yeah. It's not currently cold, but it's usually okay. So Rob Smiley says it's not usually cold, but it's usually cold facts. Yeah, I agree with that. So triangulation and trying to make me jealous. Those are your instant turnoffs. Can hide is triangulation and trying to make me jealous. I agree with all of that. Totally. Yeah. And you know what? That is such like literally an instant turnoff. Like if a guy that I'm interested in, and they know I'm interested in, because I will tell a guy if I'm interested in him, I won't beat around the bush. I'm just straightforward. Like, and if they know I'm interested in them, but like if somebody is like talking to me, because I used to be in an elevated position, so I had a lot of people come to me, a lot of people trust me at work, and I was above, and I had to foresee like 400 people to 700 people, depending on what time of year it was. And you know what? And like if I would get attention from guys, and I wasn't a flirty person, I'm very polite and that sort of thing, but I'm not flirtatious. But like if a guy that knows I'm interested in him and he's interested in me, and he'll start flirting it up with some other girl right in front of me, it's just like, what? Okay, I don't like you anymore. next in line. Like, ew, ick. Don't try to make me jealous. That's so disgusting. It's yeah, it's a total like, I will turn around, do a 180. So yeah, and then we have Lancelot, guitar. Nope, not in the band. I play all of them, but drums with zero gravity theory. Awesome. Okay, can't hide. Hey, yes, it's my first time here. Yay! Well, I am so honored to have you here. Thank you. I hope that we all learn from each other. That is the whole point of me going live, is that we all can literally learn from each other. There's things that I'm still learning. I'm always going to be learning, and I love to listen and read, you know, and even though I'm on here talking most of my time during the day, I'm not speaking at all. Like I'm reading or listening. I'm just this is probably the only time of the day I actually talk to you guys. Oh, I actually pronounced your last name correctly. All right. That's shocking to me. Usually I get names wrong, like, and I don't even mean to. It's like I struggle sometimes. We got Scorpio Mama. Hello, Scorpio Mama. Yeah. I'm glad you're here. Cause and chat. Scorpio, what's cracking like? Scorpio Mama, did you share with us what turns you off? Like literally, I don't know if you're married or not, but literally, like if you're interested in a man, you're dating a man, or starting to fall in love with a man, or even if perhaps you are even like coupled up in a serious relationship, like what would literally, or even in a marriage, guys, what would literally just instantly turn you off to that person and just be like, game over, folks. Game over. Yeah. Okay, so we have, okay, can't hide. Let's see. Yes, it's an instant door slammer for me. Yeah, absolutely. It should be. If you have any self-dignity, self-pride, self-love, first and foremost, you have to have self-love and self-honor. You won't tolerate that BS from anybody, period, no matter who they are. You just won't. And I know Scorpios are so much like that, like disrespect, and then disloyalty and the lies and deceptions and or even trying to make me jealous, crazy stuff like that. You know, this is just like an instant killer. Even if you're married to somebody and they start doing all those shady things, I'm just like, you know what? Where's the closest county clerk we can get a divorce? I don't want this anymore. This is like, But yeah, I mean, I know that Scorpios, though, in general, like to, aren't usually the first to initiate divorce and that sort of thing. I think Scorpios, like Pisces, stay in a relationship way past an expiration date. Seriously. I know that you can emotionally check out of a relationship without actually physically leaving a relationship. I totally know that Scorpios do that, Pisces do that, and even Cancer signs do that. They just stay in a messy, chaotic relationship way past the expiration date, and I hate seeing that. Let's see here. Scorpio, he my booze. Lancelot. Hello, my family is from Holzen. What? Is this German? Lancelot, is that German? Okay, Scorpio Mama, I miss me too. Yeah, that's hilarious. You're so funny. Ross Smiley says, I'm flirtatious, polite. Okay. Yeah, now I can be flirtatious when I really like somebody, but like I'm not flirtatious with people I'm not interested in. I'm just polite. And I go by the golden rule, which is treat people the way you want to be treated. And but if I really am interested in somebody, like it will be known to that one person and that person only. Like I'm not going to be flirting with the whole male race. That's just not me. I won't smile much to people I don't like. I mean, I'm not fake. So like, if I don't like you, you're going to know I don't like you. You don't get any of my smiles. You don't get my energy. You don't get my acknowledgement. Get nothing. But if I have to talk to somebody that I don't particularly like, and they feel like they're my spiritual enemy, then yeah, I will be as cordial as I possibly could stand to be. I will tolerate their existence. And that's it. Like, out of common decency. But there's some people who they have not earned that. So yeah. And so like, we have, let's see, can hide. Yes, Scorpio mama. No, you know what? That is a good point you just made, Scorpio mama. Noisy people drive me insane. I can't stand. Holy moly. Yeah, that's a big one for me because I like my peace and quiet. I have enough going on in my head. I don't need to be hearing screaming and yelling and people that are just, they really want attention and they yell at the top of their lungs, and just won't shut the heck up. Like, seriously, when you're in a conversation with somebody, it needs to flow and go back and forth. What really turns me off is somebody who dominates a conversation and doesn't let you get a word in edgewise. And they just talk just literally because they love to hear their own voice. And it's just like, that is such a huge, huge turnoff to me. Like, seriously, because Scorpios, for the most part, can be social, of course. But even in a social setting, like, Scorpios are going to be the observer. They're going to be sitting back watching everybody. They already know the cheaters in the room. They already know the clowns in the room. It's like, they sit back and watch, and they might, engage here and engage there. And I know Scorpios can smile and be polite and all that sort of thing. But for the most part, Scorpios are observers. They sit back. And they're not going to be the one like standing on a glass table and stripping. I mean, I guess unless they're like on drugs or something. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm talking about like normal people who don't do drugs. So anyway, so Scorpio mama, yes, needy folks get on my nerves. So Scorpio mama, you're saying that people that are so needy and maybe asking for help and that sort of thing, like, drives you nuts. But is it a deal breaker? Like, for instance, if you're dating a man, Scorpio mama, and he starts becoming needy, like really needy, whether it's needing your attention more, needing your affections more, or whatever, is that an instant deal breaker for you that makes you just go, we're done with this right here? Like, yeah, I want to know what really, like, seriously will turn you off so much so that you withdraw from the relationship. I'm not saying end it so much as just really withdrawing and going like, what, I don't think this is for me. So clingy gets on my nerves. So okay, so Rob Smiley, clingy gets on your nerves. So you don't like someone clingy. So then Cancer signs and even Libra signs are probably not for you. So you're basically, and I don't know your full natal birth chart. So basically you would need someone who's really independent and doesn't really need like affection and that sort of thing. I mean, anyway, so Cancer signs are usually a good match for Scorpios. But like if a Scorpio has a lot of air sign and that sort of thing, in their chart, like if a Scorpio has a lot of Aquarius in their chart, maybe Gemini, that sort of thing, then they really want people to be like, you do your thing, I do my thing, and then we get together. And it's like, yeah. Anyway, so we not our space, even inside a relationship. Yeah. So like Scorpios definitely need their quiet time for sure. Yeah. I definitely agree with that for sure. And Scorpio mama, Cancers and Libra is needy. Yeah. I just said that. Absolutely. They really are. They really are. I think a Cancer and a Libra would do really well together just based on that right there. They can cling to each other and never let go. So Can Hide says, not too clingy. Okay. Scorpio Mama, both the ladies I talked to is a Cancer and Libra. Oh, okay. So both the ladies that you talked to are Cancer and Libra. Okay. So how do you get along with them? Did they give you the ick? And we got Rob Smiley saying, luckily, I've never dated a Libra, but I've dealt with one before. Yeah, I've dealt with them too. And I'm just like, really? Yeah. They can make pretty decent bosses, but as far as a friend, like, you know, Can Hide. Let's see here. We've got Scorpio Mama. I have to hide. You have to hide to get away from the Cancer and Libra. Yeah. And I would say that Cancers and Libras like to gossip a lot. They love talking, and especially Geminis. But like myself, like the Scorpio energy I have, I'm like, I don't like to talk much. I don't like to talk much unless I have something that's really important to say or to teach others. I can talk if I'm teaching, and I'm teaching, along the lines of things that I'm very passionate about. But if I'm not going to sit around and be like, hey, like, what's the weather going on outside? You want to talk about the weather today? Let's talk about, the most shallow things in the world that we could possibly talk about. I'm not going to waste my breath on shallow conversations. And that's a huge turnoff for me. I don't know, you guys, Scorpios, you chime in. Now, do you believe that like shallow conversations, like if you're dating somebody or involved with somebody and all they want to talk about is like what's going on their video game, and that's it basically, or celebrity gossip or TV shows or whatever, if that's all they're going to talk to you about day in and day out, I'm sorry, that's like a huge turnoff, like literally. James says air signs are attracted to me. Yeah, and that's so, yeah. I have air signs, Aquarius, Geminis, even Libra men. I'm just like, thanks, but no thanks. Next. They stand in line. Now, my younger years, I literally could say that, you guys, like seriously. And that's not to be arrogant or anything, but I got attention that I did not want. Like, and I was married and stuff. And I was like, man. But yeah, the air signs, I'm less like, to me, it's not even flattering. It's like, anyway, Scorpio Mama, the Libra beg for money and the Cancer beg for food. Yeah, right, there you go. You nailed that one, Scorpio Mama. And let's see, James says exactly, no small talk. Right. So Rob Smiley says no small talk. And Can't Hide says fire signs and earth signs are attracted to me. Yeah, and you know what? That's cool. Yeah. Like all signs are attracted to me, but like I would have to say that fire signs like Leos and Sagittarius, of course, and even Aries, of course. Yeah, definitely the fire signs. Yeah. And then like I would say Capricorns. Capricorns are definitely one that's been a big one for me. And then Scorpios, like I've had like every Scorpio in the world, like, yeah. But the thing is like with me and a Scorpio man, it's like, I'm already 10 steps ahead, but he thinks he's 10 steps ahead of me, but I already know I'm 10 steps ahead of him. That's like, there's like no mystery with, you just read each other's minds. So, I think that's what probably turns me off the most about probably any sign or any person, is that I can just read them instantly. And I'm just like, you know what? There's not much to you, is there? Next. Just know them like immediately. Let's see here. Cancers cook food. Yeah, definitely do. Oh yeah, They will cook. Cancer signs will cook for you and nurture you. And oh my gosh, they will take care of you. Yeah, they love to take care of their man or their woman, but don't get Cancer man. Yeah, let's see here. Every single morning on our way to work. Yeah, so Bob Smiley says she would cook for you every single morning. That's awesome. It's like you really miss that about the Cancer. Let's see here. Can hide. 2 Scorpios is a double. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that there's an initial attraction between 2 Scorpios. And I definitely know couples that actually, I personally have known couples that were 2 Scorpio sun signs, but their other placements in their chart weren't Scorpio signs. They were actually very compatible, like in their moon sign and Venus sign and that sort of thing. Because it really is more, it's really more, a heck of a lot more than just your sun sign. Your sun sign is just one little fragment. I tell people that if they want to look for a sign that will be compatible with them, they need to look at their potential love interests. You need to look at the moon sign placements and their moon sign placements. That's the first one you need to check, moon sign. Very first one you need to check, you guys. And I'm not even joking here. If your moon signs are not compatible, you are going to have a very tumultuous, really hard time together. You'll have a really hard time understanding each other, like a really hard time. And if your Mars signs aren't compatible, that's another big one. And then your Venus sign, of course, and then your rising sign. And I would say out of the 5 signs to check, your sun sign would be number 5. It's not the most important one to check when it comes to marriages and soul, you know, it's not, you guys. So just putting it out there. And you guys, hold on for a minute. I have to move my camera again. I have to move it down because I think it's about ready to fall. Where I have it right now, it's like on the edge. It looks like it's going to fall. So just please give me 1 second to do this without like, I don't know why I put it there, but I think it's just, I think I was trying a different placement for my camera to see if it would like work, but anyways, let me get this all. Hope you guys can still see me. Is it better? Probably not. Okay. We'll get this figured out. And then I'm going to, I want to refer to my notes because I also promised you guys that I would help you with giving you some examples. God, my glasses are on my face, you guys. Oh, I was looking for my glasses. They're right here. Ah! Okay, so I was going to give you some examples. And I instead of writing the notes down, I put them in my phone. And so I usually like to write my notes out, like things I really want to make sure that I say. Because I'm so old school, you guys. Anyone else out there old school? I'm old school. Old school. Proud of it. So, Scorpio. That's for next week. So we have, all right. So, make sure go all the way up. Okay, this, where's my notes? All right. Let's see. What not to say to a Scorpio. Okay, so here we go. So if you've turned off a Scorpio, okay, the most important thing like to understand is this. Scorpios don't usually lose interest because like of one little minor mistake or whatever, because like I said, they're not looking for perfection. They would much rather you know, tell them like, you know, you did something really ridiculous, you know, it could be anything, you know, and take ownership of what you did, whether it was good or bad or whatever. They much rather you just be totally honest about the things you've done. It could be good, it could be dark, it could be, they much rather you do, they can totally handle that. Believe me, that's what Scorpio is all about. So, but Scorpios don't usually lose interest because of like I said, just like one little mistake like that. They lose interest because they will lose trust and respect and that sort of thing. So if a Scorpio still like has feelings for you, they are often like willing to forgive you. It really depends. If you've really wronged them, I don't know. That one, if they do choose to forgive you, it will take a long time. They will never forget. So just bear that in mind. The bad news is like empty words and manipulation on a Scorpio will not work at all. Okay. They can sense like insecurity almost immediately. And that's so true, you guys. So the one thing I can like strongly encourage you guys to do is just like, if you really want to get back into the good graces of your Scorpio man or woman, admit what you did, meaning take accountability. Just say, look, yeah, I didn't mean to like flirt with that dude over there and, or whatever it was, just, because if you're in a relationship with a Scorpio, flirting with other people, especially when you're trying to get attention, it's just such a major like turn off. It's just not, it's an ick. It's an ick, you guys. So, and whatever it is that you did to offend the Scorpio or upset them or turn them off or whatever, just admit it. Okay. Take accountability for your actions. Be real. And if you aren't being real, if you aren't asking for forgiveness or whatever it is, and you're not genuine about it, don't even bother. Don't even bother doing a fake apology or a fake, please forgive me. I mean, we can see through all of that. Scorpios can see through all of that, you guys. Everyone does make mistakes, but like they will respect you if you take accountability for what you did. Okay. You can just say something like this. I know I hurt you and I understand why, that what I did bothered you, and I take full responsibility for it. I take full responsibility for my actions. Just say something like that. Keep it simple, to the point, and be genuine. Bring your genuine, pack your genuine suit with you when you're going to, approach your Scorpio man or woman. Okay. A Scorpio would like rather hear like the ugly truth than hear beautiful made up lies. Okay. And they can see through the lies anyway. So it's like you're wasting your time. You're wasting their time. And that's another thing that pisses me off about like people that think they're getting one over on a Scorpio, being very deceptive with their words or lying point blank, is the fact that you're wasting a Scorpio's precious time and energy. Because now they're just like, and they're not even gonna like, I'm just like, I'll just walk away. Like if I know someone's trying to dupe me, I'm just like, you're not worth my time. Not worth my time. Adios. But I'm very direct though. I may not, like when my really young years, I wasn't as great at my communication skills as I am today. And I was a lot more passive aggressive, like in my teenage years, of course, and my early 20s. But believe it or not, like me and my first husband, we never had shouting matches. We never yelled at each other. Like if we had an issue or whatever, like we would just go behind closed doors, of course, and just discuss it or debate it or whatever we had to do. But we never like yelled or raised our voices. And so like loud people, like I can't stand loud people. I can't stand, like, it drives me nuts that people can get so loud just to get, attention. It just is like, drives me nuts. But yeah, Scorpios are ruled, by secrets, truth, and emotional depth. So the second thing you need to just do to get back into Scorpio's good grace is just be completely honest with them. Just be transparent. Be authentic, transparent. And then, of course, one of the things that people don't understand is that Scorpios do need space, especially when they're processing all of the emotions and everything that just went down. They're processing. They need to recharge. They need to process everything because they feel things on a much deeper level than everyone else does. So things you shouldn't do. If your Scorpio man or woman like pulls away from you, goes quiet on you, or just, literally just closes up on you completely, like, just don't text them repeatedly. It's fine to like check in with them, of course, send them a text, here or there or whatever. Don't beg a Scorpio because they won't respect you. That's weak behavior. If you're begging a Scorpio, don't do it, you guys. Seriously, don't beg a Scorpio. Don't demand answers from them, and don't pressurize them. Don't put pressure on them, and don't interrogate them. Those are just like no-nos, okay? Instead, just like I was saying, send one sincere message to them, one phone call. If you have to leave a voicemail, leave one sincere, very calm, to the point message. Scorpios, yeah, some Scorpios I do know, I have to say, and maybe there's some of you out there, some of the male Scorpios like to be chased a little bit. I wouldn't say chased so much as maybe pursued, because chasing is just kind of ick. That's just like over the plimsoll point. So the thing is that Scorpios definitely need time to like process everything. That's the one thing people don't seem to grasp. Scorpios often need time to like evaluate whether they can trust you again, right? So, I mean, and then like literally, instead of telling the Scorpio, look, I admit I did something wrong, I'm going to change, just be the change. Show Scorpio, your man or woman, that you actually have changed by your actions, because the Scorpio will only trust what they see and not what you say. You can talk a good talk, but you got to back up your words. It's like with a Scorpio, it's like 10% words and 90% actions. Okay. And that's just the truth, you guys. You may not want to hear all this about Scorpios. And you know what? Scorpio is not a flavor that most people can totally swallow. Like literally, Scorpio's not for everybody. A lot of people are totally drawn to Scorpios because Scorpios are so magnetic and they're mysterious and sexy and all of this. But you know what? When it comes right down to it, most people can't even digest what a Scorpio is. Okay, they just can't. It's just, my family could never digest me. I was like the only Scorpio energy in my entire huge family. Everyone else is like a lot of strong Gemini, a lot of strong Capricorn, a lot of Aries. There's my daughter Scorpio, of course, and my aunt is a Scorpio. But like other than that, like, so like, and believe it or not, me and my aunt were the ones that everyone was like, oh, I don't understand her. What the, but yeah. It's like, whatever, I don't understand you. So I guess we're in the same boat. So number one thing for most Scorpios, you guys, and if you are not this and you're not this, don't bother even wasting your time or Scorpio's time. If you aren't a loyal person, don't bother getting involved with a Scorpio, even on a friendship level. That's the number one thing for almost every Scorpio that I've ever known and ever talked to or engaged with, is loyalty is number one, period. If you show signs of being disloyal, that's going to turn a Scorpio off so fast, you will have your head spinning, literally. Like, I'm going to lay it out there. I'm going to be so brutally honest. I know you guys, but it has to be said. These are things that need to be said, and if you don't know yourself well enough, then you need to take a time out in your life and go devote some time to working on your shadow self. Okay. Get right with yourself before you get involved with Anybody, especially a Scorpio, if you can't be faithful, if you can't be honest, if you can't be genuine, if you cannot be loyal, don't bother with a Scorpio person. Don't do it. Because it'll be a no-go for Scorpio, period. No go for Scorpio. That's it. I'm just putting it all out there for you guys, okay? Scorpios will need proof that you have actually changed. If you have taken accountability and you've come back and you've taken accountability for your actions, they will need to see actual real proof. They will need to see actions, right, you guys? My Scorpios out there. You guys let me know if I'm on track here. So I have to say Scorpios are actually really attracted to emotional courage. Scorpios are naturally brave and courageous, okay? They have no problem, especially if they do trust you and you've earned their trust. They have no problem just telling you like it is, okay? So they really want a partner that can be just as courageous as them. And I'm not talking about vulnerability. I'm talking about being brave enough to voice your emotions, your feelings, what you're feeling, what you want. It doesn't matter what it is. Have some passions in life too. You guys, like, Scorpios are naturally very intense, passionate people. Like, if you don't have any, something's going on with my shirt, you guys. Sorry about that. It was like, I got clothes that are just way too big for me. So sorry about that. So anyway, so yeah, just, what was I saying, you guys? Okay, so let me see. Be vulnerable. Okay, so Scorpios are literally attracted to, courage. Yeah, my hair is in my mouth. Okay, so just be brave enough around your Scorpio man or woman, okay? They will literally respect you more for it if you are just vulnerable, brave enough to voice your passions, your emotions, your fears. Talk about your trauma, that sort of thing. They will literally respect you for that, okay? So just have enough respect for your Scorpio man or woman. If you have truly messed up, okay, own it. Own it. A Scorpio will totally respect you for that. And more than likely, depending on what it was, of course, they might give you a second chance. I think Scorpios usually are known for giving second chances, unless it's something like way out there, like you did something, you wronged them really bad, then no, there won't be second chances. So I want to talk about some of the things you can say to get Scorpio's attention again, okay? So I kind of wrote out some messages. I was tossing about some things that, like, I have personally said to people, or I have told others to say. So here's like a message that like tends to resonate with Scorpio energy. So you can say something like this, okay? I've spent time reflecting on what happened and I understand my role in it. I'm not reaching out to pressure you or ask for anything. I simply wanted to acknowledge that I hurt you and I'm genuinely sorry. You deserved honesty, respect, and consistency from me. Whether you choose to reconnect or not, I wanted you to know that I recognize my mistake and I have been working on becoming a much better person because of that mistake. So what will it take to like make a Scorpio reconsider somebody? So if they really see that you are genuine, genuine remorse, okay, if they see that, if they see that you have taken accountability for your actions, you've owned your shite, if they see emotional maturity, okay, and they see that you're actually improving and evolving, and if they see that you have been working on your loyalty, okay, which is number one, and of course you are consistent with all of this, and you're just honest, patient, and you have a lot of personal growth. Like you can literally show that you have personally grown in your spirituality or whatever it is, okay? Psychology, but to me, everything is spiritual. So Let me tell you some of the things, some other things that I know will not work for a Scorpio. And you can tell me, you guys, if I'm on point with this. Mind games, no. Jealous tactics, don't do it. Manipulation, don't even bother going there, you guys. Fake apologies, making excuses, that one, woo. And you know what? Even love bombing a Scorpio, they can see right through that BS. So don't even bother. Don't, you know. Another thing that literally turns a Scorpio off is being pushy. Of course, lying, especially if you keep lying and if you keep betraying the trust, okay? So I would say the magic words a Scorpio literally wants to hear, you know, because Scorpios are often waiting to hear these things, is, I understand why you felt hurt. Or, you were right. Scorpio loves hearing that. And they love hearing that you admit that a Scorpio was right. Oh my gosh, Scorpios eat that up. And it's not because they're arrogant or anything like that. It just, Scorpios know they're right. So, and they love hearing from people say to their face or whatever, I take responsibility for what I did. They also are looking to hear you say something like, I really want to earn your trust back. You know, how can I do that? That's the best thing you can do. Like if you really, really are sincere about getting back in the good graces of a Scorpio, just say, look, I really, truly want to earn your trust, your respect back. So what can I personally do? You know, what do you really need to see from me? You know, every Scorpio is different. So maybe there's something in, you know, particular that that Scorpio needs to see. You know, it's a good, positive thing if a person is actually genuinely asking those questions to the Scorpio, because that means that they really genuinely care. Okay. And if a Scorpio know, they can feel, you know, Scorpios literally know if you genuinely care about them or not, or if you're just bullshitting them. Okay. A Scorpio already knows. So like, and they'll know when you're being genuine. So also they want to hear something like, you know, I respect whatever you decide to do, you know, leave it in the Scorpio's, you know, court. So basically what all of those things show to a Scorpio is that it shows that you are maturing, you're showing maturity, you're showing humility, and you're showing emotional depth. And these are all like qualities that Scorpio is totally attracted to, you guys. And I'm not even like sugarcoating it here. So, you know, Scorpios literally like going to sitting back during that time, you know, where they pulled back and they've gone quiet. Like they were seriously be in observation mode. We're just watching your every move, because Scorpios are going to be seeing what you do, not what you say. And you know what? I'm going to shut my mouth for a minute and check the chat, because I think there's some stuff going on in here that I've missed. So if anyone has any questions, please, if you would, this really helps me out, put them in all caps. I would really appreciate that. It helps me to see your question easier. Sometimes even when you guys have put them in caps, I've missed the questions. But it stands out. So I hope you guys understand that. And it's very helpful. Thank you guys for doing that. When you do that, I appreciate it so much. So Rob Smiley says, I loved being taken care of. Yeah, I bet. James says moon. Okay. And then Can't Hide says, I'm Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising, and Taurus moon. Oh my goodness. Wow. Can't Hide. Okay. You've got a ton of Scorpio energy. And you know what? Tauruses are so much like Scorpios in the fact that loyalty is a huge thing for even Tauruses. So, and if you have a Taurus moon, Can't Hide, you would go well with somebody who has a Scorpio moon or a Capricorn moon or a Virgo moon. I would say even possibly a Libra moon. So let's see here. I was smiling. It's like taking the speed bumps out of the road. I'm a Scorpio sun, Cancer moon. Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I just need to put a gallon of orange juice right here. But it looked kind of funny, like drinking it down. So Ross Molly, but I do miss it if she set the bar rather high. Yeah, see, and that's one thing that like I truly, well, at least for most Scorpios, I can't speak for every single Scorpio out there because you all are different and unique. You all have different deacons. You all have different parts in your natal birth chart that can totally tone a Scorpio energy down just a little bit. Like Scorpio sun signs, you know, have an earthly moon sign. That's going to tone you down a little bit, you know. It won't make you so like intense. So anyways, so Scorpio mom says, please don't say I talk too much. Oh, Scorpio mama, you don't talk too much. My goodness. But we love honesty. Yes, Scorpios love honesty. Oh yes, we don't like blabbermouth. Yeah, if you don't have anything nice to say or anything important to say, like why are you even flapping those lips? Like what? It's so draining. I mean, I have a Gemini dad, and oh my gosh, as much as I've always loved my dad very much, I've always looked up to him. When I talk to him on the phone, it's like I literally can't have anything planned for at least 3 hours because I can get on the phone with him and talk to him, and he will talk about how a tennis ball was made for 3 hours straight. And I'm like wanting to just crawl inside of myself and disappear because I'm like, you're boring the shit out of me with nothingness. You're not even talking about anything important. My God. So yeah, it's like that kind, you know, and just people who just love to hear themselves like talk is like, it's so draining. Like I can't be in public for very long, especially around blabbermouths and people with negative energy and all that. I have to go home immediately and recharge. Just like if I go in, just even going into a store, you know, and I don't shop at Walmart, but like I can go into any store and it's just like negative energy. And it's just, oh, yeah, it's no, don't spread our business. Are you telling me I can't spill the Scorpio secrets? I really feel it's so important, you guys, because when I was a child, and maybe you guys have similar stories, and I welcome you all like to share your stories in the chat, you know, like how you were treated as a kid, because I was like ostracized. And even though like later on, like in my late teens and early 20s, things changed completely. But like, especially in elementary school, you know, I didn't participate in anything. I had borderline autism. I had a learning disability. And so I was so embarrassed as it was just to go to these special classes. I didn't have to stay behind or anything. Like it wasn't like a major thing, but the thing is I behaved differently than everyone. I was quiet, and like when I had a friend in school, like a best friend, you called a best friend, right? Oh my gosh, like that was my friend. Like, okay, it didn't matter if I was 8 or 9 years old, like, but if my best friend, the one that, you know, we were thick as thieves, if she went all of a sudden and made somebody else her best friend, it destroyed me. Like it destroyed me, you guys. I was never the same. Like I would just be pouting and totally like 10 times more reserved and quiet in school. I mean, I never wanted to participate. I never spoke up and never talked. But I literally would just shut down because it would destroy me, because I'm like, I put all of this energy and time invested all of myself into this friendship with this girl just for her to like one day, like, or the next day, like pretend I don't even exist. And now Linda Sue over here is not her best friend. And I don't exist anymore. That really destroys a Scorpio, even if you're a child. Okay. So, and then like my family and stuff, they didn't understand me because I was possessive and territorial of my friends. And I would only have one or two like soul friends. Like, you know, I didn't have like a huge following of friends and stuff, but yeah, it's like in like the adults and stuff I just felt like I was ostracized and put down and stuff by all like the adults, even my aunts, my, you know, teachers and stuff. And just like nobody understood me whatsoever. I just felt so alone. And things did change when I got older, of course, but it really does. It's really, it's vital to actually know yourself and know why that you are the way you are, or why you have certain characteristics. Because once you understand yourself, then and you can accept yourself and go, okay, this is who I am. All right, it's rock and roll. And just, you can't care what other people think. Let's see here. Rob Smiley says, I also don't like when people try to make a scene. Yeah, exactly. Yes. That's a big one for me too. I hate that. If someone wants to argue with me in public, I will literally walk the other way, you know, or I will just say, look, if you want to talk about this, let's do it behind closed doors. We're not doing this in public. This is humiliation. And I don't do humiliation. It's all disrespectful if someone's like causing a scene. Even if I'm not even involved in anything, if I see two other people causing a scene, it's just like, oh my gosh, take it, you know, take your business, keep your dirty laundry like behind closed doors. You don't do that in public. It's have some like self-respect. It's borderline stalking if you repeatedly text. Yeah. So you really believe that like if someone's repeatedly texting you, think it's stalking. Okay. I can totally see that. I don't see things like that unless someone was repeatedly stalking me and threatening me, like, you know, and cussing me out and being like, if they're repeatedly texting me, abusing me, cussing me out, or threatening me, or anything like that, then yeah, I mean, then I think it's criminal, definitely. But let's see here. Lancelot, pursued is a great word for it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I at least the Scorpio men that I've talked to and the ones that have been interested in me, they're like, why didn't you ever like talk to me? Like, you knew I was staring at you. And I'm like, yeah, so that only gets you so far, dude. You know, but like, if I'm really interested in someone, then I will drop my handkerchief and let them know that I'm interested. And I think that it's all about two people moving towards each other. If one is literally chasing the other one's going to feel that energy and run the heck away. But when two people are mutually pursuing each other, that's beautiful. That's the way it's supposed to be. I don't believe in all the mind games and all that, where there's this cold and hot and up and down. Oh, no, it's two people moving towards each other. You know, it's two people pursuing each other, period. If those two people are not mutually pursuing each other in the same way, you know, then yeah, don't even go there. Don't bother wasting your time, you guys. Seriously, that's the thing about like a lot of the women that contact me. You know, they're wanting to put all of this energy into the Scorpio man, calling and texting and blah 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 blah, and it's just like, you know what? Chill out. You know, chill out. There's a reason why the Scorpio has gone quiet on you. There's a reason why they pulled back. Okay. And they really, a Scorpio knows that you already know what you did. And if you don't know, oh, well, because seriously, there's something not right there. So I see so many ladies putting so much, and even men putting so much energy into a person that is just, they're not getting the same energy back. If you are not getting the same energy back, you are wasting your time. And I don't care what sign you are. You can be a hippopotamus. I don't freaking care. If you are doing all the work and you're getting very little back, you need to like choose yourself. Choose yourself. Always choose yourself. You know, I'm sorry, but relationships should be a very mutual thing. It shouldn't be one person chasing and the other one's like, oh my gosh, oh, holy crap, I'm getting a little crazy here. They're going to feel that energy. If two people are obsessed with each other, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's mutual. You've got two people obsessed with each other that want to be together and they are both going towards each other. Perfect. That's what you want. You want the energy to be reciprocated. If it is not being reciprocated, move the heck on, you guys. I'm just going to be brutally honest right here, you guys. This has been like 5 decades of my life. I know it's hard for Cancer signs to hear that. And maybe even some Scorpios out there, if you get obsessed with somebody and you're not even getting the energy back, you know, if you're not getting energy back, whether you're Scorpio or not, don't bother wasting your time. That's your precious energy. You cannot get that energy back. You cannot get it back. Once you expend all that energy, you can't get it back. So be careful how you spend your energy. And I know Scorpios understand that. So right on track. So Can't Hide says right on track. All right, awesome. Hope I got thumbs up. Also, you guys, I know I'm not begging here, but it really, really does help my channel get out there to others when I get more likes and then if you share my video and that sort of thing, it really does help my channel grow. And it gets out there to the people that actually are seeking out this sort of knowledge and that sort of thing, or astrology. There are so many people interested in astrology and are so interested in Scorpios, and even Scorpios are interested in Scorpios. So please don't forget to smash that like button, okay, before you head out. Okay, so I'm just before you bust your move out of here, please just smash it and hit the thumbs up. That really does help my video get out there. And that's the whole reason why I'm even on here, is trying to get into the hands of people who really need this knowledge. Okay, so, and Rob Smiley says, on point and on track. All right, yes, thank you, Rob. Yeah, I appreciate that. And then Rob Smiley is passion, yes. So Scorpios are very passionate. Yeah, if someone doesn't have passion, I'm sorry. That's already a deal breaker. In the beginning stages of someone, like if I was dating someone, and I don't date now, but back in the day when I was dating people, if I didn't feel that passion and drive and oh my gosh, there was no second date, period. I'm not going to be with some lazy lump on the log who has no passion or dreams. Seriously, I get bored really easy. So, I need someone who's going to liven things up. What else was I going to say here? So, okay, so basically, to summarize everything that I've been saying is literally the fastest way to get back into the good graces of your Scorpio is just literally convincing them with your actions, of course, that you are trustworthy. Because a Scorpio needs to feel emotionally safe. If you can't prove with your actions that you have changed your ways and you actually are very sorry for what you did, you are loyal now, you're not going to lie to them anymore, you're not going to flirt, whatever it is, you have to prove it with your actions, because Scorpios need more than anything. And I say need, they don't want, they need emotional security, period. And that's the one thing that I think is just so underlooked. It's just not underlooked. It's overlooked by so many people out there, because there's so many people out there that don't operate based on emotions. They operate based on logic, basically like a computer brain. They're up here all the time instead of in here where they should be operating from a pure heart. So, and Scorpios can even operate not just from the heart, they operate from the soul level. You have to be willing to get deep with a Scorpio. I have some other notes here that I wrote down. And okay. What do we have here? Okay, I'm going to really help you out here, ladies and gentlemen, Scorpio or not, especially for the non-Scorpios. There's certain things you can say that can literally turn a Scorpio off and make them head in the opposite direction. Okay. And here's some things I don't want you to say. These are things you should not say at all. Okay. Just don't do it. Don't go there. Don't tell a Scorpio they're overreacting. Don't tell them they're being too intense. Those are things that I have always heard a lot from my family because they're not Scorpio energy like I am. Oh my gosh, Julie, calm down, chill out. You're too intense. You're too passionate. You're too this. You're too that. It's and I'm just like, I ain't gonna tone down anything. I'm like, no, this is me. I ain't gonna change. Don't tell a Scorpio you're making too big of a deal out of something, okay? Don't say that to a Scorpio. Don't tell a Scorpio, oh my gosh, it's not that serious, man. Like, really? And don't tell a Scorpio that they're being too dramatic. A Scorpio may hear this sort of thing like, and you know what? In a Scorpio's mind, when they hear those things being said to them, they think that their feelings don't matter. Now you've downgraded them. You've downgraded a Scorpio. You can't do that with a Scorpio. I'm sorry. If you want a relationship with a Scorpio, don't belittle their feelings. Don't make light of their feelings and their intensities. Don't tell them to calm down. Don't tell them, oh my gosh, you're just being too intense. Chill out. You know, it's not a big deal. Oh my God. Don't do it. And don't put pressure on a Scorpio to forgive you. A Scorpio will forgive you in their own dang time. They will forgive you when they are ready to forgive you. Period. Don't say this to a Scorpio. Oh my gosh, how long are you going to stay mad at me for? Like, really? Like, get over it already. Oh my gosh. Some things like that, I've had to literally put my fists in a lockbox, okay? Because there's certain things people have said to me my whole entire life. And I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna be passive aggressive here. Put my fists down here. I'm just gonna hide them really. Just put my fists in some handcuffs, okay? Because I don't want anyone to get hurt. I don't want anyone to get hurt. Yeah, and I'm sure, and I know that this is so true from like so many Scorpios out there, my daughter included, because she's also a huge Scorpio, just like I am. And like, you know, it's just like, we get so tired. We get really just sick and tired of hearing the same, just chill out. You're being too intense. Calm down. Get over it already. Oh my God, you're making such a big deal out of nothing. Like, really, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Get over it. Forgive me already. It's done. Move on. It's like, really? I'm going to show you how I move on. Don't turn your back on me. Scorpios usually heal on their own timeline, okay? So if you pressurize them, I'm sorry, it's just going to create a lot more resistance, a lot more resistance. It's going to push them so far away from you. Don't even make excuses for what you do, okay? Don't say things like, well, that's just the way I am. You're just going to have to live with it. I don't have to live with anything, right? Scorpios out there, we don't have to tolerate anything, period. Don't say something like this to a Scorpio. I didn't mean it like that, so it shouldn't bother you. Like, really? Don't tell a Scorpio that they misunderstood you, because no, a Scorpio doesn't misunderstand anything. They probably knew what you were going to say before you did it. So that won't work on a Scorpio. Go ahead and try that, like on an Aquarius or Sagittarius or whatever. Don't try that on a Scorpio. It won't work. So don't try to guilt trip Scorpios. Don't say anything. Don't say this to a Scorpio. Oh my gosh, after everything I've done for you, how could you ignore me like this? Oh, how could you do this to me? Don't say that to a Scorpio, you guys. You're not going to get their sympathy. You will not gain a Scorpio sympathy. And they will totally look at you completely different. They will lose so much respect for you. You have to be a calm person. You have to take accountability for your actions. Apologize in a genuine way. And these are things if you really, really, really want to get back into the good graces of your Scorpio person, okay? Don't even bother going there with the manipulative type of things. Don't say things like, I see how little I meant to you. Don't do that. Scorpios literally can spot emotional manipulation like 10 miles away. So it's just something that you're wasting your time. You're literally wasting your time. If you're trying to fool a Scorpio, you're prattling on and trying to defend yourself, and this is how I know someone's lying to me. Even it's the biggest indication, even if you're not a water sign, is if you ask a person a question. Okay, say for instance, a Scorpio asks their partner, did you have sex with that man last night? And that person is just, their lips are moving and they won't shut the hell up. They're lying, period. Because someone who's not lying will say, no, I didn't, period. That's it. They won't be like, but no, it wasn't like, no, I was just like, and then we ran into each other but we're just friends. And then like, oh, but it's not what it seems like. Oh God, the more you talk, the more we know you're lying. So, it's a yes or no question, right? Did you sleep with that man last night? Okay. And you prattle on and you've got all these excuses and oh my gosh, and you've got this long, old, made up story, fabricated story that's like 10 minutes long, trying to answer that question. You are a liar. You should say, no, I did not sleep with that man. Period. End of discussion. Now, if the person has receipts and you say that and they've got pictures, they've caught you in the act, whatever, well, don't even bother, just admit it, just own up to it, because then you just look like a fool for lying. But anyway, so why won't you text me back? Okay, so if you're like, because I know a lot of ladies out there are always like going really crazy. I mean, I've literally had women say, oh my gosh, Julianne, I'm just like, I am such in a mess right now. My mind is going crazy and I want to just text him and text him and text him. And I want to reach out and I want to talk to him. And I'm just going freaking crazy. I don't know what to do. So anyways, if you do text a Scorpio, don't say stuff like, why won't you text me back? Why are you ignoring me? Don't tell a Scorpio to answer you back either, because Scorpios do not take demands. Scorpios are the ones who give the commands. They don't take them. Sorry, it's the truth. That's why it's also like really difficult for like a Scorpio man and a Scorpio woman to live in the same house, because they both want to be the king or the queen. They want to be the one in control. Unless, the Scorpio has other, of course, placements and that sort of thing that makes them more submissive, take more of a back seat or whatever, but if you've got really dominant Scorpio energy, like they're going to be like in a constant competition and battle for supremacy, who's the one in charge and in control of our relationship, who's the dominant one here. It's like, it's just be a struggle of power. Um, Also, don't compare Scorpios to other people. That's a huge turnoff for me. Such a huge turnoff for me. If like a guy, if a guy I'm interested in is like, oh, you're way prettier than Tammy Sue over here. I'm like, why are you even comparing me? There's no comparison. Seriously, like, yeah, I've had men do that to me. Oh, you are way more beautiful than Tammy Lou or Sue over here. I mean, you were just, or you've got a better body than Taisha over here, or it's just like don't compare. That's such a no. And also don't bring up like your exes. Don't say, oh gosh, my ex would have cared, or everyone thinks you're just overreacting. And don't say this to a Scorpio. Nobody else has a problem with this. Only you do. That's one I've heard. My first husband, this is a true story. Like every time he'd lie to me, which was like every 5 minutes, basically, he was a pathological liar. I can laugh about it now because that was ages ago. But like every time he was lying to me, I always knew when he was lying to me. It was just so, like, oh, wow. Yeah, he was one of those people that just, I just knew. I knew he was going to lie before he lied. But it was just constant with him. And like, I don't know. It's for liars to pretend like nothing happened, like they didn't do anything wrong, or for anybody to pretend like they didn't do anything wrong. It's just like, oh my God, like seriously, But anyways, he used to, the point of it, what I was trying to say is like, he would tell me, nobody's honest anymore. Everyone lies and everyone cheats. It's only you that doesn't. You're the one that's wrong. You're the one that's not right, because everyone lies and everyone cheats. And I'm just like, you're not worthy to be with me. Yeah, well, I did divorce him, of course, but yeah, he used to do that. And then come to find out, like, after we were going through our, after I filed for our divorce and all that, and we were actually physically separated from each other, he was always trying to get back with me and stuff, but I don't go backwards. But he like would tell everybody, like my friends, my neighbors, my family, he would tell them in front of me, he would say, Julie's the reason why I have become honest, and why I've changed who I am, because of who she is. And so he did like honor me in that sense and that sort of thing, but it was already too late. Of course, I was already like, I was over him emotionally, like way before that. So, but it was nice to hear that I was his muse, his reason for changing who he was. It's just too bad that we had 2 kids together that he didn't feel the need to change who he was while we were still married. So, the way it goes, you guys. I have 2 beautiful kids, so that's all that mattered to me. Don't attack a Scorpio's character. Don't say things like this to a Scorpio. Oh my gosh, you're too suspicious. You're paranoid. You always think the worst. Don't say those to a Scorpio. Oh my gosh. I hear those things often, and it turns me off so bad. It's not even funny, you guys. It's not even funny. Those are things you should just like, don't say it. Don't say those things. Oh my gosh, you always think the worst. Like, really? Oh, don't libel against a Scorpio. Don't make up things, that they didn't do or say. Just don't do that. Just say things like this. Like, it's better to respond to a Scorpio and say things like, I understand why you're upset, or I can see, where I hurt you and how I hurt you. And I'm going to be taking responsibility for my part in this. Tell a Scorpio that you respect their pace, and just tell them, look, I'm not asking for forgiveness right now. I just want to acknowledge what happened. I want to acknowledge what I did. I want to take accountability for what I did. Now, one of the fastest ways to like permanently lose a Scorpio's trust is to dismiss their feelings. That's a huge one. One of the fastest ways to regain Scorpio's respect is to take ownership of your actions without expecting anything in return. Many Scorpios can forgive your mistake, okay? But like they will oftentimes, and this is so true, they will oftentimes have a hard time forgiving, especially forgetting. But these are some things that a Scorpio probably will not be able to ever forgive you for. And if they do ever forgive you for these things, it's going to be a long haul down the road before they even can bring themselves to begin to maybe, possibly, sort of forgive you, okay? You're lucky if they do forgive you for these things. So these are the things that a Scorpio will struggle really, 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 really hard to forgive you, if ever. If you are dishonest with them and you betray them, or you take lack of accountability. Those are really, really, really hard for a Scorpio to accept. And anyways, and I'm sure there is so many other icks out there that totally turn a Scorpio off, seriously. But I wanted to cover the most important ones, the things that most people seem to do on a like calm and steady level. There it goes again. Hold on, you guys. My camera is starting to take control here. It's literally got a mind of its own. What's going on here? Okay, so if you guys are still there, I hope you're still there because I'm still trying to get to my my app right here. You guys can, I'm sure you can see me, but I think it's fixed itself. My goodness, I'm so embarrassed. Okay, I gotta start wearing clothes that are tighter. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna get back into the chat, you guys. Sorry, I'm purposely not ignoring you. I just had a lot of things I wanted to cover in this video. Like, these are some serious things. So one thing I want to stress is that, like, if you really, want to get back with your Scorpio, or at least make good with them, just, when you text them, just make it short and calm, to the point. You don't need to write no ding triology to them. The fewer the words, the better. Just sweet, kind, caring, genuine, sincere, to the point. Leave it at that. I'm not saying just text them one time and then be done and that sort of thing, but don't be texting them repeatedly. That's just, no rapid fire texting. That just will drive a Scorpio further away from you. No rapid fire texting or calling. Don't do that. Okay, so let's see. Ross Smiley, can't go wrong with leading with the truth. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, even if you got down, on your knees and you're, just look, I'm sorry, man. I accidentally, no, I'm just kidding. Don't use that word accidentally. That's the worst word. You just say, look, yeah, I kissed the girl. Okay. I kissed her, or she kissed me, or whatever it is. Just own it. Because the Scorpio knows whether you're telling the truth or not. Seriously. Yeah. Scorpio Mama says, we don't waste time. That's true. I do know some Scorpios that have stayed in relationships way past the expiration date, and it's really sad. Scorpio Mama, we are very creative. I guess it depends on your deacon and your moon sign and that sort of thing. So if you're a Scorpio and you have like a Pisces moon, you're going to be very creative. If you have Capricorn, Leo, or Pisces, you're going to be very creative. Scorpios aren't creative. At least first deacon Scorpios aren't. But if you have the Pisces and Leos and Capricorns in your chart, then yeah, you're going to be very creative for sure. Okay, let's see. Lancelot. Pursued is a great word. Okay, so here we are. Right on track. Okay, Lancelot, what did you say? Most people live in the material world only. We eat, sleep, and breathe both worlds. Yeah. True. Smiley. This definitely has my stamp of approval. Okay, awesome. We can rule on this, that this is good material, right? And I think, and I hope you guys can agree with me. If not, that's fine too. You just lay it on me. Tell me the truth. That's all I want to know is like, this information I believe is important to know. There is so many people out there looking for these sort of answers. And I know I'm divulging all of the Scorpio secrets, but you know what? I hate being misunderstood personally. And I know that there's so many Scorpios that are just sick and tired of being told, oh my gosh, they're sex addicts. They're too intense. Oh my gosh, they're scary. Oh my gosh, they're evil. They're this or that. It's just like, yeah. Anyways, I understand that Scorpios are black or white. And when a Scorpio is black, they're very, very black. They're extreme black. When they're good, they're really, really, really good. Okay, it's an extreme. This is an extremist sign. So this information is vital. Like I know this to be so true of myself because anything I've ever done in life, I do it to the extreme. And if I want to destroy a person, place, or thing, or myself, I go overboard to the extreme. But if I want to bring life into my life and others, I go extreme the other way to an angelic place. So it's like Scorpios are really, really bad or really, really good. You got like the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other. And it's like, which one is Scorpio going to be? So, but yeah, this information was so important for me to get out because I am bombarded a lot with so many questions from ladies that really do, and even men, but mostly women, that just are so desperate to know what they're doing wrong. They're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong with my Scorpio man or the guy I'm dating, the Scorpio man I'm dating. They're just like, all of a sudden, like everything was flowing and everything was great and we were syncing and vibing and it just seemed to just be so good and he gave me so much attention. And then all of a sudden, bam, he's a ghost. I don't know what I did. You know, it's like either one, you're not paying attention to what he says, or two, you are doing some things that are shady. Okay, you know it. He knows it. He probably knew it before you knew it. So, I'm serious. Like, that's when I pull back my energies. I won't say a word. Like, if I'm dating a guy and they do some shady poop, I'm not going to be texting them going, hey, I saw what you did on social media. I saw you talking to that other girl, texting her, and like, you know, I'll just pull all of my energies back and just go quiet. You know, let them reach out to me, but I'm not going to be doing the reaching out. I'm just going to be like, this is not my cup of tea. I won't tell that person why I pulled back. Nope. Not unless they contact me and they want to know, then I will tell them. But like, no. When I was not evolved, I especially did that sort of thing. These days, like, I'm just so forthcoming, even in the beginning, like, I will tell a person, look, these are my deal breakers right here. I'm putting it on the table. This is my deal breakers. You know, I got 3 deal breakers. You don't want to go there with me, please. Don't just listen. If you're not paying attention to what I'm saying, I don't know what to tell you. God help you. But I won't waste my time. And I hope to God you guys don't waste your time on people that do not deserve your time. If they are not giving you, if they are not reciprocating your energy, go somewhere else. There's going to be someone right around the corner that will give you that energy back in the way that you want. You know, so Roshni says, I'm very familiar with, let's see, we got Sagittarius Mercury. Hello, we got Peter. Hello, Peter. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not trying to ignore you. But Peter's in the house. We got Sagittarius Mercury in the house. I see lots of hate comments on Scorpio. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's the main reason why it is the Scorpio content makes up a bulk of my channel. It doesn't make up all of it, of course, but it makes up a huge portion because there is so much. When I go to other channels and stuff, and even just being out there amongst people, every time I tell people, you know, I've got this, that, or whatever, or I talk about Scorpios, it's like they give me this like, oh, you're one of those, huh? It's like, one of those? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I ain't one of those. It's just like, yeah, and the hate out there, like on other channels and stuff, even other channels that like to try to portray, you know, the Scorpio traits or whatever, they even make fun of them. Now, I like to have fun from time to time. I do have some videos where I like to have fun and keep things light, but I do have, you know, a big, serious, deep side of me, you know, like, yeah, just there is just so much hate surrounding Scorpios. They are just like Geminis. I would say Geminis, Aquariuses, and Scorpios are the top 3 signs that are so misunderstood. And then probably Aries is right there in number 4. But yeah, Scorpio's number 1 for sure. Like, oh my God. A lot of hate on Scorpios for sure. It drives me nuts. It's like, yeah, it just makes me more determined to get this information out there and just like set the records straight, like literally, you know, with your help, of course, with all of you out there helping me do this. Let's see. Rob Smiley says it took years of practice. Yes, definitely. And is a Scorpio person and January Capricorn good together? Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Scorpios and Capricorns, especially if it's your moon sign and your Mars signs and your rising signs and even Venus signs, if those 4 have Capricorn and Scorpio, that's like a really, really good match for sure, without a doubt. Capricorns really go well with all of the water signs, Cancer and Pisces included. The first love of my life was a Capricorn. Literally, I fell in love with a Capricorn. Like, oh my God. It's like, I'm done for here. Scorpio Mama, Rob, I'm a seamstress. Okay, so I just one is Pisces doing that. One is Pisces doing it. Let's see here. We got Gigi Hayes. Hello, triple Scorpio. Oh my gosh, sun, moon, and rising. Holy smokestacks. That's some serious energy. Gigi, is that Gigi? Can I call you Gigi Hayes? So do you know what decan your Scorpio placements are in? I'm just curious because each decan is going to definitely be different than the others, depending on what decan you are. So, okay, so we've got Sagittarius Mercury. I don't feel very welcome to that YouTube channel. What YouTube channel do you not feel welcomed on? Did you mention it? Because I didn't read it. I don't feel very welcome to that YouTube channel. Which one? What YouTube channel? Did you mention it up here? Took responsibility, Sagittarius. I fight with my Aries friend, but okay, so Sagittarius Mercury says, I have fight with one of my Aries friends, but person apologized for their mistake. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Yeah, and it is so hard for an Aries to literally admit they did wrong, but if they do, believe me, they actually mean it for sure. We have Peter and I got so Peter says, once I'm pissed at you, it takes a lot to fix that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm right there with you, Peter, 100%. Because you know what? Like Scorpios aren't a short fuse like an Aries sign is. Aries will pop off on you like that. They're so impulsive. They're quick to react. They do, their actions come before they think, it's like, yeah, they're just so like a firecracker, like literally. It's like, but like with the Scorpio, it might take us a little longer to show or to be pushed to that point where we're so angry with you. But once we get there, it's probably better for you to run away to another galaxy completely, dye your hair, change your name, change your identity, get a new job, change your sex, even if you have to. And I would say, even then, if you run from a Scorpio who's really pissed and just completely like you're on their blacklist, in other words, you can't escape a Scorpio's wrath, because a Scorpio doesn't have to touch you for bad things to happen to other people. That's what a lot of people don't understand about Scorpios is even if a Scorpio doesn't physically take action and get revenge or whatever it is, believe me, Hades will take care of business for Scorpios, period. Okay. And I've seen this so many times in my life. I have so many stories where this has happened to anybody who's come against me. Oh my gosh. I mean, there was even one person that literally died because their energy came against me. So this is what I like to tell people. Like, if you really are seriously, want to get involved with Scorpio, you have to really be careful, because what you give to a Scorpio, whether it's good or bad, is going to come back to you tenfold. So if you're giving, nothing but great energy and you're loving and good and kind-hearted and loyal and all those things that a Scorpio needs, and you're just a good, pure-hearted soul and you're treating that Scorpio right, believe me, that Scorpio is going to give you back all of that times 10. Now, if you do a Scorpio wrong, whether they take care of business or not, you can just count on something really bad happening to you, period. So, and that's just the way it goes. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but you know what? It's the truth. It's the truth. Let's see here. Scorpio mama. Boo, 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 boo. Any questions, you guys? Oh my gosh, I've been in here for almost 2 hours and I'm just about ready to wrap this up. Unless you guys have some questions about Scorpios, because I want to keep this video on point. And if you guys have any questions about Scorpios or other things that you could do or say to bring your Scorpio man back or Scorpio woman back to you, I gave you a lot of examples, and I think I was pretty thorough. If not, you guys can let me know if I would love to know if I went deep enough, and because that's the biggest thing is I wanted to really help others know how to communicate the right way with the Scorpio. Whether Scorpio is mad at you or not, there's just certain things you should and should not do. And if you really want to be in a Scorpio's life or attract a Scorpio, I think this video helped bring to light a lot of the things that you should and shouldn't do, and bring to light a lot of the Scorpio's way of thinking, and and how they deal with everything. And I'm not even going to read from my books today, because this was all about just my personal experiences, my research. I tried to put it into notes and stuff, and I think I covered everything. I'm pretty sure I have. Might have been one thing I left out, but you know, I think everything I covered, and I appreciate you guys for being here. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love the interaction in the chat. I can see my channel growing and growing and growing with all of you, and my dragon coven is growing. It's so awesome. I hope you guys are happy too. So yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, and the thing is, there's so much hate on Scorpios. Yeah. So Gigi is the triple Scorpio. That's so awesome. Yeah, should I go for 4 hours, you guys? I'm just kidding. Not today. Maybe another time I can do like a 4-hour marathon on just all, you know, on all like astrology signs, like just cover, let's talk about any and all astrology signs, or we can just talk about whatever you want. Maybe one of these days I'll get on here live with you guys and we can talk about zodiac signs and manifesting or anything like that, you know, anything like that, you know, just talk about whatever. That would kind of be fun. Because I don't want to be doing all the talking though. I wish I could like have like you guys call in and do the talking for me. I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I am tapped out. I'm done talking. I'm like, oh, time to go recharge. Rob Smiley, is Tammy Sue a traditional white girl name, or did you make that up? Yeah, I made it up on the spot, you guys. Okay. That was a name that just randomly just penetrated my cranium at the last second. And I was like, okay, this sounds fine. Yeah, I make up a lot of stuff on the spur of the moment, you guys. I have an active imagination. Okay, I'm checking to see if there's any questions out there before I totally wrap this up. Okay, what was this, Robert Smiley? I have a good balance in regards to my dark and light side. Yeah, well, good. That's the thing that Scorpios really need to learn, is to become like Libra, because, and I'm actually, this is a good way, a good segue into what I'm going to be talking about next Sunday, is how Libra used to be part of Scorpio. And I will get into all the details. It's actually quite interesting, you guys. But Libra and Scorpio were one sign back in the Babylonian times. So, but the thing is like Scorpio's looking back to Libra. And one of the main things that Scorpio really needs to learn while you are alive is to learn balance, to learn how to be gray. I know that sounds like, oh my God, it's foreign to a Scorpio to say, come on, you need to be gray. You need to be warm, not hot or cold or black or white, be gray. But in all honesty, there are certain things I've had to learn this myself. And it was difficult in the beginning, you guys, I have to say. It's natural. It's such an ingrained trait to be so black or white, die, you know, all or nothing, you're ride or die. But the lesson to learn, this is part of your transformation, is part of you transforming, is to balance that out and not be so extreme, not be so black and so white, you know, extreme this and extreme that. To have some balance in your life, especially with things that don't matter. Now, I can totally say that, like, when it comes to morals, you know, like being loyal and faithful and honest and all those things, that's where things need to be black and white. Okay, there's no gray areas when it comes to those sorts of things, but like in other areas of your life. And even when, like, the older you get, you guys, because you're all going to age, you know, to a certain extent, you're all going to, you know, learn new things and experience. You're going to have more experiences, hopefully, and you'll just learn to be like, you know what, this might have bothered me in my 20s, but you know what, whatever. I'm not going to bother with it now. I don't care. It's not worth my time. It's like not worth my energy. You learn to choose your battles. You learn to become more wise in where you want to put your energies. It's really hard for me to admit that I don't have the same incredible over the top energies that I once had, even in my 40s. But I mean, I was a firecracker, you guys. I was just one of those people that just never sat still. But yeah, you really, once you get up there in age, you really start becoming very, 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 very careful of where you put your energies. Because when you're young, you think, oh my gosh, I have all this energy, and you expend it in the most foolish ways, but you're still learning. But yeah, let's see. Rob Smiley says, I'm creative. I draw, sing, rap, write music. Awesome. Yeah, cool. And Cancers are also a creative sign. Cancers and Pisces, Leos and Capricorns are very creative. And then, of course, if you throw in Aquarius, they're innovative. So that's kind of being creative, I'd say. They can be creative too. If you have any of those signs, which Rob Smiley, you have a Cancer moon sign. I forgot what your other placements were, but let's see. Let's go down here. We have Gigi. Gigi, hey. That's a cute little name, Gigi Hayes. And then we have K Nip. Hi, K Nip. Thank you. You are so welcome. My gosh, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I promise. So we have K Nip. Thank you. They say thank you and facts. And then Zodiac Talks. So Marissa, you want to do Zodiac Talks? The YouTube channel I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was asking you what channel it was where you did not feel welcomed. And that was a channel named Zodiac Talks. Okay, I got you. I'm going to check it out because now you've got me curious. I'm like, why are they being so mean to Scorpios? It kind of bothers me. Anyways, I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but it's kind of just like, what? Thank you, K-Nip. I did a great job. Yay, thank you. I appreciate you so much. I actually do like your feedback, even if it's not beautiful, flattering feedback. I still want honest feedback from you guys. Nothing but the truth. And K-Nip, yeah. So I'm so glad to have K-Nip and I'm Esther. Oh my gosh, there's somebody else. We got Scorpio Mama. We have Esther. I'm going to say Esther. I like that name. That's nice. I like that. Hello, Esther. Marissa. I love it here. Very positive. Yes, that's what I have to. That's what I want to keep it. Very positive, uplifting energy. I want everyone to feel welcomed here, for sure. I totally want people to just come here and just be yourselves. But I mean, of course, within reason. With like we got to keep it clean, of course. But within those guidelines, YouTube guidelines and stuff, we have to keep things very clean, which is fine, which is good. I'm so glad you love it here, Marissa. Thank you for that input. That is so awesome. That's how I want everyone to feel. Because it's like if I have invite someone into my house, I want them to feel totally welcomed. So, I want them to feel comfortable. I want them to feel relaxed. And I have to go out of my way. My whole life, I've always had to go like really out of my way to make people feel comfortable because I'm hyper. And so another water sign, if they come and, get in close proximity to me, they can totally feel my energy in it. So they're just like, oh, and it's, some people love it. And other people are like this, you have too much energy. You're just like over the top. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to say, but yeah, that's why I lived in the gym. It was the most healthiest way to channel all of my energy. And Scorpio mom, yes, be careful because we love hard. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Scorpios love very, very, very hard. They love with their whole entire being. Scorpios love with their soul, with every nano cell of their body. They love. Okay, that's seriously though, that is so true. Physio Flint says, I love your channel. You're welcome. Oh, you're awesome. Not you're welcome. I can't read. I am so glad you love my channel, and thank you so much. I appreciate your generous words. That's the kind of energy that we all should be feeding off of, is like all the positive energy. So Scorpio Mama says, talk about how we cry easy. Yeah, you know, Scorpios can cry easy, but honestly, every Scorpio I know and Scorpio person that has a lot of Scorpio energy in their chart, aren't normally going to cry in front of people. Like, I know that's personally. So I very rarely, unless I feel like I can trust somebody emotionally, I very rarely will ever let anyone see me cry. You have to be some kind of special and be someone I really, really trust and love for me to let you see one little tear fall from my eyes. And it doesn't mean that I don't feel. It's just that I do not ever want to be vulnerable. I don't want to show my vulnerable side to someone I don't trust. So, yeah. A lot of people are like, people that know me now or knew me back then and are still in my life, like, they'll say things like, you know, why didn't you ever show me your softer side until now? And I'm like, well, you know, I was young, still learning about myself, still growing, still maturing, still transforming. I was a different person in my 20s. You're not going to be the same person in your 50s or 60s or 70s as you were in your 20s or 30s. You're just not going to be the same person. Hopefully you've evolved, you know? So I was like, even though I consider myself a lover girl. Like, I love to love affection, and I'm a very affectionate person. When I love someone, that is. If I don't love you or like you, you have to stay the heck away from me. You have to be within like 3 feet of my aura. But like, if you have been accepted into my inner sanctum, then you're going to get so much love and attention, and you're going to be taken care of and nourished and all those good things. But that can easily change if that person, you know, betrays me or something like that. Then I can go from being this soft, loving, most wonderful, angelic person to your worst nightmare. Right? Am I right, Scorpios? The Scorpios can go from that angelic, loving, most wonderful person, most caring person in the world. But if you do them wrong, then yeah, that Scorpio will be your worst nightmare. You will be on that Scorpio's blacklist. Seriously. And K-Nip says, that's my downfall, loving hard and caring too much. Exactly. And that's the thing, is people think that, you know, Scorpios are so cold. They don't show their emotions. They have like this poker face, you know, kind of like a Capricorn has that stone cold, ice cold, you know, poker face. It's not true, because Scorpios love to smile, and every Scorpio I've known has been pretty friendly and happy and that sort of thing. I mean, there is a couple bad apples of any sign out there, of every sign, but for the most part, every Scorpio I know is pretty friendly and caring, and very caring. If a Scorpio likes you a lot and they love you, oh my gosh, they are very, very caring, extremely so. Okay, so Can't Hide says, yes, you did an excellent job. Yay, thank you for that. I appreciate the feedback, is awesome. And thank you guys so much for your support. I genuinely mean that, because if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be sitting here. I wouldn't have been motivated to continue. I just wouldn't have. And I feel like I have so much to offer. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way by any means, but I have so much life experience and so much knowledge and research and wisdom that I think that it would be a shame for me not to share what I have learned in life with y'all. And vice versa. I feel like anybody who's got at least a good 40 years of life behind them has got some stories to share, and we can all benefit and learn from each other and learn from each other's experiences in life. So, and you know, not everybody knows everything. So, you know, anyways, I absolutely love the fact that you guys are so supportive and you guys bring your positive energy here. I love that. I love how you guys keep it so clean, no cussing and no arguing. You guys just seem to be like really getting along with each other, and that's so awesome. I love to see how like positive you guys interact with each other. Like it's just the vibes are so uplifting. So Marissa says, let's see here. So I don't see any questions. We got Lancelot says, you are doing awesome. Keep it up. Thank you, Lancelot. Yay. I'm so glad you made it, because I was just thinking about you today. And I'm like, I wonder if Lancelot is going to show up. But I'm glad you did. And then we have some new folks, and I think that is so exciting. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys, but that's me. Okay. I have that little quirkiness to me, but I can't hide it. So it is exciting to see you guys here. And then the support and the love is so awesome and real. And I love you guys so much for it. And I am, unless you guys have any other things you want to say, like if you guys really would like me to do a video on anything as far as either astrology or manifesting or anything like that, or even on relationships, you can let me know. Yes, I focus most of my material at the moment on astrology, but I started my channel with manifesting and how to create your own life and that sort of thing. I've done a little bit of relationship videos, but the bulk of my content now has been astrology and that sort of thing. But if there's a specific topic or sign or whatever you want me to talk about, then you can either let me know in the chat or let me know in the comment section after this video. The live stream ends, you guys can go into the comments and say, hey, you know, or you could just contact me via my email and say, hey, look, I would really appreciate it if you would, you know, do a video on this or that or whatever. I do appreciate the ideas, believe me, and I really do try to get to everybody who has given me a video idea. I appreciate it, and I really do try to get to all of them as fast as I possibly can, okay? But I don't see that as a burden for me at all. I think that the more input I get from you guys, the more it feels more like a family community, you know, and that I want to be able to give you what you guys need. And so, you know, you guys are my children and my flock or my coven. You're my coven, okay? I had to change that. And then I feel like I need to feed you guys what you need, you know. I have done some fun videos, you know, like the top 4 most sensual zodiac signs. I've done some fun videos, and some of you probably know that, because I like to dive into my Leo side and express that part of me. And then these deeper videos is where you're going to see the Scorpio energy come out more in when I do the deep dives, and I get really serious. When I get serious is more serious than you can ever imagine. But yeah, I like to go ahead and, like, you know, swim a little bit in my Leo energy. Not too much though, because even though like I like to show that side of me, it's like I like to keep it toned down because, you know, Leo energy. And I don't even like attention. That's not from like everyone out there. I like attention. Like the Leo part of me like wants attention from the person I love, you know, like or even like my kids or whatever. But I don't want like fame and fortune, or, you know, fame and stuff and attention from like strangers. That's not what rocks my boat. Like, but helping others definitely feels very rewarding, and I'm very happy doing that. I just had to take these glasses off. My goodness, I can't believe I even had them on that long. I love you guys so much. And I definitely need to wrap this up. So one more looking in the chat. And we have Smile Philosophy. Hello, hello, hello. Scorpio hated. Okay, so Smile Philosophy says, hello. Scorpio hated stupid in people, but different Scorpio, different hated stupid in people. That's funny. I love it. You guys are funny. You're Molly Weasley, Mama Barry. I'm Molly Weasley. Who's Molly Weasley? Oh, is that like is that from like Harry Potter? Because that Weasley name, my kids love the Harry Potter series. Yeah. Oh, I am a mama bear. Everyone says I'm a mama bear, and don't make me angry. Like, even my daughter, like if my son tried to lie to me and stuff, my daughter would look at my son and say, Eric, don't lie to mom. Do not lie to mom. Oh God, you do not want to lie to mom. She would try to save my son. Yeah, because they know how I got when anybody lied to me. Oh my gosh. I was like, off with their heads. Putting it in the guillotine. Not going to be any more lying. Nope. Lancelot, I got to go. Okay, you have a wonderful evening, Lancelot. Got to give a friend a ride. Okay, well, thank you for being here. It was awesome having you here and your energy and your input. Have a wonderful evening. Anyone else leaving? I'm leaving too, you guys. I'm sorry, but I don't see any questions or anything like that. So I'm going to wrap it up here and just tell you guys all to have a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful week. I'll probably be going live on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, because I'm still not sure if I'm going to add that 4th day in. But if I hear back from you guys and you think that that's something that you want, then you know what, I'll go with it. But for now, like this coming week, I'm just going to be doing the 3 days until otherwise. So I love you guys, and you guys are awesome. Give yourselves a hug and kiss from me, and tell everybody, you know, be kind to others. Of course, I know Scorpios are always kind and caring. Just remember, life is short, and be kind. It's the freest, best gift you can give to anybody, is just be kind to others. And I know I will see you all in my next video. And Rob Smiley says, great time, peace, love, and light. Yeah, same to you, Marissa. And all of you out there, thank you so much. I love you guys too much. Have a good night, you guys. Cheerio.